Thanks for joining us. You are watching Rush Hour. I'm Kelsey Kernstein, filling in for Nichole Berlie. We're going to talk to you about the polls now and some controversy over where political money is going in the primaries. Maryland voters are casting their ballots today for governor and other top seats. Now, Democratic groups, they are throwing money at the Republican primary. They're hoping if a more conservative candidate wins a primary, it will make the general election easier for Democrats. But the question is, will it backfire? Right now, Larry Hogan has been the Republican governor there for the last 8 years after he won support from both sides of the aisle for challenging former President Donald Trump. NewsNation's Kelly Meyer is following this race very closely for us. Kelly, both Hogan and Trump, they are backing different candidates.
Well, that's right, Kelsey. A taste of 2024 right there. These two potential presidential hopefuls are supporting opposing candidates, and former Vice President Mike Pence getting involved in the mix, too. He's backing Hogan's pick here. And Democrats are seizing on the split. They're boosting Republican candidates ahead of the general election this November, seeing them as easy targets. But this plan could already be backfiring.
Meet Dan Cox.
This campaign ad might look and sound like an appeal to pro-Trump MAGA Republicans.
He's fighting to end abortion in Maryland, and Cox will protect the Second Amendment at all costs.
But the spot, airing as voters head to the polls in Maryland, isn't an endorsement. It's paid for by Democrats, who are spending more than $1 million propping up Dan Cox, a conservative opponent they think could be easier to beat in November than Kelly Schultz. The moderate, endorsed by the Republican governor Larry Hogan, whose term is limited.
Dan Cox, too close to Trump, too conservative for Maryland.
Hogan hitting back at the Democrats who paid for the ad, saying they're trying to trick voters.
The people who scream all day long about democracy being at stake are willing to play Russian roulette.
It's also happening in Illinois.
Tell Darren Bailey his policies are just too conservative for Illinois.
But the plan could backfire, with some GOP candidates Democrats are targeting doing well in the polls. In pivotal Pennsylvania, Democrats boosting Doug Mastriano in the GOP governor's race, a Trump-backed Republican state senator who chartered buses to the Capitol on January 6th and believes in making all abortions illegal.
I don't give way for exceptions either.
Doug Mastriano, taking Pennsylvania backwards.
The issue the ad's highlighting resonating with Mastriano's base as he pulls closer to his Democratic challenger, Attorney General Josh Shapiro. A recent AARP poll shows just a 3-point difference between them. Political groups saying this is a dangerous game.
There's this analysis that they think that if they put up extreme candidates, that it will be an easier time for Democrats to defeat them in the general election. We have found that not to be true. I don't know how many times we need to repeat history before this message sinks in.
And the Democratic Governors Association telling NewsNation tonight that the Trump-backed Dan Cox has been in, quote, the driver's seat in the Republican primary for months now, and that with their advertising, they are just getting started on this general election early. Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelly, we're all waiting to see who will win that race.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.